Hey Soul Tribe, this is Gigi with Conversing Through Love and Light. I just wanted to do a quick little impromptu read. Actually, I pulled these cards earlier, and as I was going through, I could tell it was definitely more for the collective and not just myself. So I wanted to make sure that we went through these things together. I do want to remind everybody right now we've had the 111 portal. We're in the new moon energies tonight, 1/13/2021. So this is where we're, working on releasing, manifesting, and creating what we want for 2021 to be bringing in. As I've told everybody in previous videos, our mantra this year is everything will be 10 times better in all areas for 2021. This is what you're going to tell yourselves as you walk through. I want to remind you all that time is not per se a real thing. So when this video finds you, then there should probably be a message in there for you. If it resonates, great. If it doesn't, let it be. It may come back to you later on and be like, now that part makes sense. So just remember, time is an illusion. And if it resonates, it's for you. If not, then it might be for another person within the collective. And a reminder, I am not licensed in any way. This is just me sharing my insights, my own journey along the spiritual path as we progress in. So, we're starting with Divine Mark. Read that wrong. Divine Matrix. So, we're now finally understanding, just like Neo in the Matrix movie itself, that there's more to life than what we realize. It's not just what they were hinting. Sorry, I noticed the card number's 44. That's a number that tends to follow me, so that's why I laughed. But there's so much more to this than we realized. We are more than just a human being. We are souls that are living within a body. We've had many experiences throughout our life that remind us of past lives, of our ancestors' journeys, all of that type of stuff. A great big love. Finally starting to open that heart chakra. Finally starting to operate within that unconditional love that we've been talking about, where you're not expecting or demanding things. What you're doing is operating from the actual existence of love. You share because you love to share. You give insight because you love to give insight. It's not that you're expecting anything back. We're releasing what no longer does us good. This is a willing release. You are no longer fighting. We're reminding you, if you're fighting, then you're not working with the matrix. You're not working with the law of attraction. One second. Oh, bless me. We have a butterfly, which is transformation. We are going from the 3D to the 5D. And there's things we're going to have to let stay within the 3D realm. Gesundheit. Pardon me, everyone. And then we have the healing heart. Again, we're opening our heart. We're working with the unconditional love. By working from that unconditional love, by working through our past, our traumas, all the things that led us to this going astray from who we were, and now walking back towards the actual divine purpose of our lives, or this journey. We're healing our heart, and thus we're healing the collective. For a tender embrace. You're finally starting to understand that it's okay to love. It's okay to be soft. You don't always have to have that hard exterior wall up. This tender embrace is coming because we're working with this love. Again, we attract what we become. You become love, you attract love. You become abundant in all aspects of your life. For others, this could, especially with it being 444 and 44, there was a message there for somebody. 44 and then 22, these are, definitely union type numbers. So this could definitely be a couple or twin flames that are starting to really work with each other. Like the elephants, they remember each other. They know each other by touch, even when they come across a passed on member. They'll stop and they'll mourn at their graves. They'll remember that elephant and who they were and what they meant to that family. Even if it's not their family directly, they still honor and respect that passed on member because they are all one. You are now seeing beyond. You are now looking past the veil. You are using your insight, your intuition, your judgment, your higher knowledge to see past what society has wanted us to see, past the indoctrinations, past all these, this is what you're supposed to be, and understanding that we're not all going to walk the same path. We all have our own purpose here for sacred reverence. This is that collective energy. You hold the key to it all within yourself. That key will unlock your universal potential. You start working with the divine by having your ears open. Quit second guessing everything and really listen. Listen to that higher voice in your mind when it's telling you, wait, or go for it. When you're sitting there and you're shoulda, coulda, wouldas, but what about this? Well, what about that? And there's that one little voice that keeps going, do it! That is your higher. That is the divine. That's card number 33. So we've had 22, 33, and 44. You see the progressions through this? With endless possibilities. This is working again with that matrix. Working with the law of attraction. We are infinite divine possibilities. You could create whatever you put your mind to, so long as you put that energy, that focus, that mindset. Sorry, everybody. All of a sudden, sinus is clear because I'm channeling, and it makes my sinuses go nuts. Oh, hold on. Okay, there we go. Maybe. There we go. All right, so you are working with the universe to be able to do this. Sorry, everybody. To see new opportunities. You're no longer feeling trapped between this land bridge that is not fully connected. You're now opening your mind's eye to this other way. You're now seeing that there's a different way. Not everything has to be one to the other, A to B. You can have a little bit of a jog in between there. And instead of going A to B, which, because there's that area missing, now all of a sudden there's C to D. And you can easily walk from C into D. And then still get to A and B. And call of the muse. I feel like for somebody, maybe that union energy, that you're being asked to become, or you are seen as their muse. You create that creativity, that passion, or spirit is telling you it's time to use your energy to create You need to find your muse. You need to figure out where to put that excess energy that's running in your mind like crazy. For myself, it's doing readings, it's, doing crafty things like crocheting or crystal wrapping, things like that. Things that I can put all that stuff that's running in my mind and then focus onto something, which then allows me to work through what's going on in my mind more easily. It's partially a meditative trick. Some people can easily sit down and just meditate. Others, we have to work the energy still. Being empathic, a lot of times it's that movement. We need to still be able to move that energy. Sometimes sitting with it, it doesn't work very well for us. Earth magic, learning to ground yourself, that creative energy, to be able to ground yourself. You need to find what you can find to be able to release what isn't working. For some people, walking outside, putting your feet in the dirt, and just sitting or hugging a tree will help you, because again, that's Gaia. You're connecting back in with Gaia. Others, like I was saying, it's figuring out ways to move that energy. Those excess things that we don't need to be walking around with. Take a deep breath. It's going to be okay. You know this. You just have to and release it. Again, that willing release to know that the divine has our back. The collective has our back. Your spirit, your angels, your ancestors, everybody who walks the path with you has your back. You just need to accept and move with them. Let it go. Look at this card. See how beautiful it is? You let go what does not serve you. You create something brighter. You have that union again coming in. You just need to release and let go what does not serve, so we can write our new story. No longer are you walking the path of what everybody else has told you to be in your life, what we're supposed to be. Again, what society has said we need to live like, that indoctrination. Telling us we have to live this white picket fence. We need to do this. We need to do that. And understanding, you know what? I've tried that. That did not work for me, because that's not my purpose. That's not what my agenda to come to Earth was. My purpose is, and you write your story. You are now the author. You are no longer being told by the author what to do. You are no longer just a character within your story. You are now making your biography, your autobiography. You are telling your story. You are creating new. You are working with the divine to move forward. You have the key to you, the royal you, the higher you. You've learned to access and work with your higher purpose, your divine purpose. Now you embrace it. You take that power and you use it to create and write new. Break those cycles. Break those toxic traits. The power of purpose. Again, this is that matrix energy. You walked through the portal that we've been talking about. You now have found the power of your purpose. You're walking that path, or you're deciding how you want to get to that path. And waking the lion. Taking that inner power, getting that sleepy old lion to wake up, to roar, to get things going, to find your courage to go forward. As we quiet our mind, we find our way. We are awakening ourselves. We are looking into and using that divine knowledge to awaken. There we go. That way you guys can see them. Like, tell me how beautiful this is, you guys. Like, when I started pulling these cards, I was like, wow. Okay, I hear you, Spirit. Exposed and relieved. All those who had ill intentions, all those that were only there to learn what they could to take it back to your naysayers, have been exposed and now revealed to you. By opening that mind's eye, you can now see their actual purposes or what their intentions are. If they're not meant for good, kick them to the curb. I know sometimes it sucks. I've had to release people I never thought I would have to release, and it hurt. I will not lie. It absolutely hurt. But at the same point, I feel like I can breathe. And now I'm like, you know what? But I finally understand these lessons. If it does not serve your purpose, let it go. You can hold space for those people or whatever it is. But you no longer allow your mind to feel the burden, the weights, the heaviness. You are now looking from the 5D into the 3D and seeing that which no longer serves us. We are now operating on a higher level. You've raised your vibrations. Don't let people pull you down with those negative energies they want to throw at you. You stay soaring high. Use that owl-like knowledge and wisdom. Because your roots are planted in abundance. Again, you are working with the divine, and you are starting to create a fantastic new beginning. Like the hope, the joy, the harmonious energies I feel coming through. Ooh, they give me chills. Like, guys, I'm just, like, harmonious, perfect harmony. You are working beautifully with the divine to fill your cup. And thus, when you fill your cup, it'll overflow with your body and soul. And as it does such, we can chart the uncharted seas and find new adventures. And don't be afraid to open that portal and that door to see what's lying behind, because it could be a great discovery with a little burst of magic to find your colony, to find your people. You've been wishing for this. It's time to let the past go. It's time to move forward. Again, time is irrelevant. You could go backwards, you could go forwards, you could stay right where you're at and enjoy what is coming in right now. Feeling the world. You are feeling all of us who have shifted to the high, to the 5D. And there's a little bit of insight. There's your oracle. That's your higher knowledge. That's the gifts that they're bringing in for you to be able to use to walk your divine purpose. We all have 6 senses, so to speak. It's just learning what yours is. Guys, this is beautiful. You've unlocked that old way and are starting to create new. I'm so proud of you all. Like, from where we started in 2020 to where we are at right now in 2021, even with the craziness that started in the US with friggin' just the nonsense and the chaos at, what happened with sorry guys, with the Capitol. The rest of us are still trying to sit here and waken you all to see you, to understand. We all feel this. We all understand that hurt. But just remember that as we step forward, as we walk through these portals and we take these baby steps into the 5D, the age of Aquarius, that we're going to be all right. We are no longer running that 3D. We are no longer accepting the intolerance, the unjustifiable ignorance. We are raising awareness. Everyone is coming forward to raise awareness for everybody to awaken so we can continue to transcend and to raise our elevation and step into where we should have already been. But as a society, we have to break their bonds. We have to break those teachings that they wanted us to know and start to work again with Gaia, with the divine. So, with that, just keep that stuff in mind. If you ever have any questions, please feel free to reach out. I'm always here for you all. I'm always rooting for the best for you all. And I really am so excited to see and feel these energies coming through. Keep your heads up. Much love and light to you all. And I'll reach out again as soon as I can. As mentioned, newborn in the house. It's a little tricky sometimes to be able to get these things done. But I'm proud of you all. Keep going forward. And we'll talk later. My sweet soul tribe. Take care.